Hello boys and girls, this is the MotoIndia show. My name is P Tharyan. We have got the latest product from MGMotorIndia. After the successful Hector Plus, the ZS electric vehicle, we now have the GLOSTER SUV. Now this GLOSTER name, many of you may be aware, is similar to the name of the city in southwest of England that goes by the same name, Gloucester, but is written Gloucester. That's a little information that will serve you good. This SUV from MGMotorIndia is going to compete with a lot of SUVs in the country today. And these include the big names like the Ford Endeavour, the Fortuner from Toyota, the Mahindra Alturas G4. Then you have the Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace. Then you also have some smarter products like the Range Rover Evoque, the BMW guys, the Lexus guys. There are a lot of SUVs. The reason being that this vehicle is being mentioned against these names is because it offers a lot of smart features. Now we're going to drive this massive GLOSTER SUV, which incidentally is bigger in dimensions than the existing SUVs like the Endeavour, the Fortuner, and of course the others. So let's get into action and start driving and start finding out what's so good about this mammoth SUV. Apart from the fact that Gloucester is the name of a city in England, though spelt differently, Gloucester was also a British jet engine aircraft prototype, and the company claims that the name is a nod to the great British engineering. Now this vehicle will mainly be pitted against the two popular SUVs in the country, the Toyota Fortuner and the Ford Endeavour. The MG Gloster is a lot bigger at 4885 mm length, 1926 mm width and 1867 mm height. It has a wheelbase of 2950 mm. Thus it is bigger than these two popular vehicles in length, width, height and wheelbase. The 4x4 Gloster is powered by a 2-litre twin-turbo diesel engine with a displacement of 1996 cc that is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The power and torque produced by the Gloster engine is way ahead of the pack at 215 HP at around 4000 RPM and 480 Newton meters of peak torque at around 1500 to 2400 RPM respectively. But the Gloster will also be offered with the choice of a turbo diesel engine with 1996 cc displacement that would produce a relatively less power at 161 HP at around 4000 RPM and a peak torque of 375 Newton meters at around 1500 to 2400 RPM. This will be a two-wheel drive. The one we were driving was the more powerful four-wheel drive model. The Gloster also comes with 255 by 55 R19 alloys, while the other two competitors offer R18 tires. As for the spare wheel, this too is a 255 by 55 R19 alloys. Okay, let me stop this brief comparison and go straight to some of the features of the new Gloster from MGMotorIndia. Though this vehicle looks really mammoth in size, it has a floating roof design. In front you get the familiar octagon signature grille with the MG logo prominently fixed on it. It has LED headlamps with auto leveling and fog lamps. It also comes with steering assist cornering lamps. The bonnet looks muscular and tough. As you move to the side, you get to see the turn indicators on the ORVM. The ORVMs are power adjustable and foldable. The outside mirror comes with MG logo projection. The outside mirror tilts automatically while the vehicle moves in reverse. The ORVM also comes with a memory and has a heating feature. On the driver's side, you get a neat Brit Dynamic logo with the colors of the Union Jack, the flag of England. Just next to it is a vertical diffuse chrome strip. It also has chrome painted door handles, the chrome beading around the windows, and the large quarter glass for the third row passengers at the base level moves up to almost touch the roof rails in an artistic manner, and this has been inspired by the beauty of the art of surfing. Since this vehicle is pretty tall, you get aluminium footboard or running board for convenience. The Gloster has illuminated scuff plate. It has chrome insert on side stepper. The prominent wheel arches house the smart-looking diamond-cut alloy wheels. When you move to the rear, you get to see LED tail lamps with diffused light guide in them, which is again inspired by the unique racetrack pattern. The word Gloster emblem is very prominently displayed at the rear, horizontally, and in tiny letters you have words like four-wheel drive ADAS on the left and Internet Inside on the right. The latter feature which we get to see in the Hector and Hector Plus 2. ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, which we shall talk about later. At the bottom you get dual barrel twin chrome exhausts, which I found a bit out of sync with the real tailpipes of the vehicle. The moment you step inside, you are pleasantly surprised by the roominess the cabin has to offer, along with the premium luxury feel. The seats come with diamond-style stitching. The vehicle comes in two seating variant offerings. You get a 2+2+2 configuration with second row captain seats as shown here, and you also get a 2+3+2 configuration. You get premium leather upholstery and soft touch material. Coming to the 2+2+2 configuration, it is interesting to note that all the seats get decent sized comfortable headrests. The captain seats get headrests which can be adjusted not just for height but for reach too. Thus, if you want it a bit in front so that it takes the shape behind your neck, you can do so. The second row captain seats have decent sized armrests. The second row seat has a tumble operation. But the best seats are, I presume, the driver's seat. No, not because he gets to drive this vehicle, but because it has a 12-way power adjust with 2 memory settings.
My brief driving experience of the MG Gloster has convinced me that the best seat in this vehicle is the driver's seat. The reason being, of course, the seat gives you a lot of functions in terms of movement. It's all electrically controlled. But the most important thing is that it's got this teeny weeny button which says once you press it, it gives you a massage.
Both the driver and co-driver seats have heating, again a first in segment. But I wonder why anyone would require heating in India's largely hot climes. The co-driver seat too has memory settings for its 8-way power adjust. The second row can be pushed in front to get to the third row, while the third row can be folded completely in a 60-40 split. While the front 2 rows have more than adequate space and comfort, surprisingly the third row too can seat adults with ease, though there may not be too much of under-thigh support. Other features and functions are right there on the screen. Watch them carefully. Coming to performance, to begin with, this car, as mentioned earlier, has ADAS technology, which means it has adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, front collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, and auto park assist. Let me demonstrate these functions with a set of inputs from MG Motor India. For its bulk, the vehicle took the rough terrains we drove on rather easily. Yes, there was a bit of body roll, and I'm assuming it would be more prominent for those at the rear seats. But as for power, I was not complaining. In the auto mode, the vehicle moves with adequate speed, and the power too is dispensed intelligently. But with the use of paddle shifts and even manual settings on the floor console with the gear, you can get the extra juice from the engine. With disc brakes on all four wheels, the braking is very confident. The suspension too is a fair mix of soft and hard, so driving it, you do not let the potholes and bad surfaces affect your mood and comfort. With on-demand four-wheel drive with rear differential, it's like a cakewalk over any of the rough terrains. The Gloster is a great SUV to drive and has a bucket load of comfort features. And when it comes to safety, technologies like ADAS provide a considerable amount of high-tech safety features. It is definitely the next big change in the SUV segment in India.